What's up, everybody? Time to make the comics. How's everybody doing? Gonna get my utensils. Oh wait, do you hear me? Got the headphones in now. Alrighty. Sorry, I keep pulling it down. Alright. Wonder if I want to be able to see the comments, if there are any. Ah, here's the button. Sorry, it's all shaky. Alright. Hopefully I'll be able to keep up with the comments as we go. If there's any. So what's up, everybody? My name is Marshall of DonkeyJawProjects.com, and this is 100 Days of Making Comics, day number 83, I guess. I feel like I should be a little bit further along, but when I looked it up yesterday, I think I had miscalculated, and like a couple days ago, and I don't know. I guess I'm going with 83. It is what it is, right? So yeah, day 83 of making comics for at least a half an hour every day for 100 days in a row, or something like that. It's technically, I guess, supposed to be 100 days in a row, but you know, some people miss a few days here and there. Some people miss a long time and then come back to it. But I think originally it was supposed to, you know, when Kevin started it, you know, he always did it straight, you know, in a row, which I think is, you know, makes the most sense. But, you know, you can do what you can do. And for this round, for me, I actually took a break off for Inktober because I wanted to actually complete that this time, because I've tried and kind of half-baked the Inktober, my Inktober efforts in the past, but I didn't want to give up on comic progress, so I did want to continue doing 100 Days of Making Comics. And even when I first started it, if you've been following along, you'll know that I knew that Inktober was going to come and possibly be something I took a break at. So, you know, it's not like I just kind of dipped out for no reason and didn't warn anybody type of thing. But, you know, I've been back for a while. I don't do the video every single day. I do it as I can. I wish I could do it every day, but I mean, I can probably manage it, but it's not, I just feel like I don't want to bore people with like the same type of content, you know, over and over. So I just spare them, spare you guys, and hit you up when I have either something interesting to say, or just, you know, every couple days at least, just to keep updated or whatever. I shouldn't say every couple days, but every, like, you know, 4 or 5 days. Whenever I feel like I haven't done a video in a while. But there is something to be said about doing the video every day, which I did the last time I did it. So this is round 2 for me. Yeah. And like I said, in day 83, I'm making some good progress on this. My comic is called Lizard Brain. It's actually part of what I'm calling like a one-man anthology project, which is it's called 12 Stories, and it's pretty much what I've been working on for this whole year, mostly in the writing phases for most of the last 100 days. Like my first 100 days of making comics series was more writing and character design and things like that, and then this series has, I already had started the first story, Lizard Brain, and this is me continuing, to just keep the progress up. This is page 4, I think, and it's just a I think it's a 7-page story. So yeah, so that's what I'm working on. I'm really excited to start doing a lot more different kind of videos. I've done a lot of different kind of videos in the past, but I want to get back to being very much regular on video creation and uploading and stuff like that. And with some various different kinds of content that I have ideas for, and yeah, I'm looking forward to messing with that. I'm not sure when that'll start, but I plan on, creating a buffer. I'm gonna do, I don't know. See, I wonder if I should even say what I'm gonna do, because there's been so many times where I said I was gonna do things and I either started them and didn't finish, or ended up doing something different, and I kind of don't like saying things anymore because I don't trust myself sometimes. But yeah, the plans are to do some different series of videos. Nothing too crazy. I'm still gonna keep doing the comics. That's like my main long-term goal. But as I go, I want to knock out smaller goals as well. Like right now, if you didn't know, I'm doing a challenge I created for myself this month, which is She-Sember. I have to credit the name She-Sember. Actually, I was kind of brainstorming it online, and my buddy Samax Amen is his name, and yes, that's his real name. He came up with the idea for She-Sember. I was thinking of like Girl-Sember and Fem-Sember, and I couldn't think of anything I was satisfied with, but then he came up with that, and I was like, that is perfect. So I'm running with it. And so what it is, like a lot of people, there's certain deficiencies. A lot of artists, there's certain deficiencies, and there are, certain things they're better at than others. And one of the things that I'm very much deficient in is drawing women. I mean, I've drawn them. I can do them okay. Depending on how much time I give myself, I can do a pretty good job, or I can really screw it up too, pretty easily. And I just want to get better at it. I want to get to the point where I'm not like I don't want to just be able to functionally draw females I want to have a mastery to where I can, you know, create, make them look pretty and girly and, or whatever, whatever their personality would be, and, um, for me it's kind of easier to draw a guy because I guess I grew up in in a time where the predominant kind of comic book in America was superhero style comic books, and that's what I was into. And then so in that, you get the very limited, mostly dudes, and if it is women, it's like these ridiculous proportions that are like even crazier than like supermodel proportions and not very realistic and stuff. And so, that's about as far as I got, and even with that I didn't ever get that great at it. But now comics are much different. There's still a lot of that, but indie comics have expanded in subject matter to a crazy amount, and my interests have changed, my tastes have changed, to where, I want the stories I want to do. I mean, I think it would be fun to do like a superhero type story someday, but if I never do one, I won't really be butthurt about it either. um, I I just like stories that are good, and I like to express ideas and thoughts and, you know, stories. So I'm, you know, happy to play around in a lot of different genres and story types and all that stuff. So anyway, I'm not sure what got me into that, but I do want to draw women. I want to be able to draw women in more, realistic style women, not like some crazy, you know, like I said, supermodel, fake, type of stuff. And even, not even just comics, I just want to be able to bring that femininity. I see a lot of artists on YouTube, and there's a lot of female artists, and a lot of times they draw women. And I can't even, like, I love the kind of gracefulness and beauty they bring to it, and non, like, sexist, objectifying takes they have on how they draw women. And of course it's because they are women, and they're not going to do that on purpose to themselves, most likely. They're gonna, and it's really beautiful to see that, the sensibility, you know and I appreciate it, and I want to be a part of being better at it myself, and learn from that. They have different, like, concerns, it seems, when doing any kind of art. Even if they were to do, superhero subject matter, um, they have, it's like they do it with a woman's touch. I guess. Maybe I don't know if that's a good way to say it or what, but it's really cool, to see that, and I wish that our culture wasn't in such a way where that wasn't prevalent throughout all my life. Like, this is kind of new. I mean, it's been there, in pockets, but now it's more more available than ever. And I like that. So anyways, I don't know. I see all these people who can draw women. Even dudes can draw them, way better than I can. Most people probably can. And I want to get better at it, really, is the bottom line. I want to get better at drawing men, too. I want to get better at drawing so many things. One of the things I really need to work on is, like, environments, and which I think I'll turn into another challenge 1 month or something. And, perspective, of course. Everybody wants to get better at that. Speaking about that, I'm kind of flubbing it right here. All kinds of different things. I need to get better. When you draw comics, especially when you're first starting and kind of new at it like I am, you learn very quickly how much you don't know how to draw. You've learned very quickly that there's just things in this world that you never have drawn before, like a lot of things, like most things. And it can get disheartening. It can get, disheartening is pretty much that's it, really. And, but obviously it motivates you to do better and practice drawing things you wouldn't normally draw, or think to draw, at least when you're just like scribbling in your sketchbook. And it expands your vocabulary, your visual vocabulary, I guess, And so with these whole month type of daily challenge things that people have been doing, especially with like Inktober and stuff, it's made me think, why not kind of create your own challenge, even if there is no challenge? And it's a way to motivate yourself to learn some things, So I'm using it to my advantage to do that. So hopefully at the end of this, at the end of this challenge month, December, She-cember challenge, and I invite anybody who wants to join in, feel free. But at the end of this challenge, hopefully, have maybe gotten a few extra tools of learning how to draw women better. It's a lifelong thing. I'm not gonna be amazing overnight, but in this challenge isn't where I'm gonna learn everything I need to know about drawing women. But hopefully I'll gain some experience that can help me along the way. And because I actually like the name She-cember, maybe I'll repeat this next year. Keep it going, I doubt it will ever become something that's as big as Inktober. I don't think it's I don't know, you never know, I guess. I don't think Jake Parker even knew that Inktober would be as big as it is. So you never know, but I think it's a worthy challenge to revisit every year, really. It's something where, maybe I'll have learned some things over the year and come with fresh eyes. And, even already in this challenge, I'm realizing that that I need some new approaches, and I need to start practicing some things that I'm not quite yet practicing. Like, some of my intentions with the challenge was, to kind of learn how to cartoonize women, draw them in a more cartoony way, and I'm kind of been focused on drawing them, just kind of drawing them, like, not, almost with a little bit of realism, and that's not really the route I want to go. I want to be able to have those graceful lines, that I'm able to draw like in a comic or something. Not that, I don't know, like just that style or a certain style, I guess, is what I'm aiming for. That isn't the style that I've been playing around with for some reason. So So, I need like a light that comes from this way too, especially when I'm doing these videos. So anyways, I'm excited about it. It's pretty fun too because I'm involving, people from Facebook and Instagram, and people have asked me to like draw them, or I put the word out that I'll draw you if and it's meant for practice. It's not meant for me doing drawings of people that they can hang on their wall. So it's not going to be like an amazing drawing, and I'm not scanning them in or anything. I'm just taking a picture with my phone, so it's not like a great copy of it. I'm not like doing free illustrations for people. But it's been cool, like a cool little social thing where I'm drawing these people, these women, and who knows, maybe I'll get some kind of a commission. Maybe somebody will decide to commission me to do a more serious portrait or something of them, which, that would be cool if that became a thing that I do. I like it. It's a good way to practice and also make a little money, as you go. I don't know if it'll ever get to that point or not, but I just realized I drew this monster's hand wrong a little bit. So yeah, definitely a fun experiment and fun way to learn to do something that I already need to do. Let's see, what else can I talk about? If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. I'll do my best to respond. I've been peeking over to see if there's any comments as I go. I hear some music from the other room, so we might have to end this soon. Might be time to do some other things, get some dinner ready. I've been wanting to do live streams lately, and I tried one the other night and it kind of didn't work out. I was way too tired. I shouldn't have started it. And this was the first opportunity I had to do it when I wasn't so tired. And so I kind of took the opportunity while my wife was taking a nap. But she might be up from that nap soon or in a minute, so we'll see. I mean, I could technically keep going, but I probably won't. We shall see. So yeah, I've been wanting to do live streams. That's one of the kind of videos I've been wanting to do. I guess I'll let you guys know. I also wanted to do like a, I'm thinking of, I don't know if people do this. I have to believe that it is a thing. But Watercolor Wednesday, it's just I kind of came up with it, but I'm sure people already do it. That's kind of an obvious thing, and watercolor is so popular, and these kind of, weekly challenges are very popular, so I'm sure I'm not the first person who's thought of it. It's probably already a big thing. I'm going to look into it, but either way, whether it is or isn't, I'm going to do it. And my plan is to, and I wanted to start it this weekend, but my plan is to kind of build up, a buffer of them and, just make it a video I put out every Wednesday. And, so I could do like maybe 2 or 3, watercolor pieces on a weekend or something, and just kind of put them up on my YouTube channel, but like, I'll put it up on private at first, and then kind of just release them whenever I can, on each Wednesday or whatever, and I like the idea of building a buffer. I've done it before with, good success actually, like when I was doing my, when I was trying to make like a YouTube channel for my hip-hop beats and stuff like that. But I didn't continue doing that because it just wasn't where I was at. It wasn't what I really wanted to do. I really wanted to work on comics and stuff. I was just doing that because an opportunity to learn how to do it came up, and so I kind of thought maybe I could just switch over to that for a little bit, but didn't end up making sense for me, so anyways, the point is that I experimented with, doing videos and like ahead of time and creating a buffer. At one point I had like 50, I literally did like 30 or something videos one morning and like put them up on YouTube. And they're all like, 5-minute videos or less. But I just grabbed a bunch of topics and, put the camera on and just kept making videos all morning, and it was pretty cool. Definitely liked being able to just, because I was trying to make daily videos at that point, but being able to just click the public button instead of having to make a whole video every day. So yeah, if you can kind of batch your work up like that, it's a good way to go. So there's certain videos that you can do that with and certain ones you can't. So I figure, that could be a fun series for me, doing a watercolor challenge every week. And that's definitely something I can kind of do the batching thing with. Kind of screwing these up here, but I don't think it's all that important, really. I'm not like, as you can see, I'm not like super precious about some of the details in comics, as long as it kind of looks passable. And I can go in and, like, I plan on making these a little straighter and stuff with the white out and whatnot, so. Wow, I just did a panel. It's pretty much done. Oh wow, and I've been going for about 30 minutes. I didn't realize that. I do want to go over a little bit because 30 minutes, I kind of started probably on the 3-minute mark or whatever. But yeah, what do you guys think about challenges? Have you done any challenges? Have you successfully finished them, or even not? And have you learned from them, whether you did or didn't, finish them? I know even when I haven't finished a challenge, I've learned a lot. With my comics, my first 2 comics were created because of the mini comic stump truck challenge that was done through Art and Story back in the days. There was an Art and Story podcast with Jersey Joe's Mark Rudolph and Kevin Cross, and they did a challenge to make mini comics, and a lot of people participated, me being one of those people. And that was where I made my first comic. And since then I created 2 more comics, and now I'm working on this project. Which is going to basically be 12 mini comics that is turned into one big anthology type of book with 12 different stories. There's actually going to be more than 12 stories technically, because there's going to be kind of like a beginning and ending type of thing that wraps up all the stories kind of together. So, yeah. But yeah, I've gotten more work done because of challenges, it seems, than, I have just by trying to figure stuff out on my own. I mean, I've done other things without needing a challenge, but challenges definitely help. I've done, I put out albums and stuff with my hip-hop music, and that didn't have anything to do with like a challenge, really. It was just me trying to get it out and stuff. Alright, so I guess I'll kind of finish the hands here, and then I'll probably be done, because that'll be my half hour, and I have other art projects I gotta work on. And I got Walking Dead tonight to watch. We rented on Amazon the night after, so got an episode of that to watch. But I'll be also, I'll be doing art as we watch stuff, because I like to be productive. And I have projects. I'll have to do the December today, which actually I already technically did, but I'm going to do a little more. And then I have a commission I really need to work on. Like tonight, I need to at least start it. So kids playing dodgeball. Do, do, do. Hopefully that reads as a dodgeball. What are those kind of balls? They're like these rubber balls. I guess they're just called dodgeballs, right? They're definitely different than other kinds. They're interesting. They got like that texture on it, which I'm kind of abstractly indicating there with kind of cross hatching. Hopefully, like I said, it reads. I think I was gonna just do the hands there, and then I did a little more. I wasn't thinking I would do the face, but who knows? Maybe I should. Might as well, right? So how are you guys doing today? I am going to end it somewhat soon, but I'll keep going for another, few minutes so I can finish this guy up. So this specific story is like, it's kind of like a creature feature type of thing. That's why I see these monsters over in the corner here. So, but it's kind of got a different take. It's almost like I want to say after school special, but I don't think, like, I don't know if I know what that is. Like, I know it's something from when I was a kid that they had on TV, but, if that was something, like, it sounds like something I wouldn't watch, as a kid. Like, if I got home and I was able to watch TV after school, I'd be watching cartoons, things like Tailspin and whatever was on at the time, At that point, a lot of Disney cartoons, shows were on. DuckTales, Animaniacs, a little bit after my time, but I watched them. I was getting a little older when some of that stuff came out. And I kind of stopped watching cartoons. Unlike a lot of my friends, um, you know, nowadays, like, who are still very much into cartoons, you know, in the comic community and stuff. For some reason, I got to a point where I just didn't feel like I wanted to watch cartoons that much anymore. I don't know why. I like the idea of cartoons. I want to make animation sometimes. But even now, when I try to watch them, I kind of get, it takes a lot for me to stick with them. I don't know why. For a while, I was trying to get into anime, and I had a hard time with it. Some stuff is really cool, and I've enjoyed. I like Attack on Titan and stuff, which I never did finish, even though I do like that. If I had more time, I know I'd get more into the animation stuff, because I do like it. But for some reason, it just, stopped being something I paid much attention to. Do 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 do. Now just gotta do the hair and color it in. So that's cool, even though I got other stuff to do and don't necessarily have time to. I am getting a little bit of an opportunity to get more than a half an hour in today, so that's cool. I'm always happy when I get more than a half an hour in on the comic and I can feel like I'm, getting through this and making good progress on it. If I had the time, I'd be spending, hours on it every day, because it's easy to do, especially when you're in these stages where you're like penciling and inking and stuff. You already have everything kind of planned out and mapped out. Yeah, it can be easy to start knocking out pages. So, and when I say easy, I don't mean like making them as easy, but I mean like it's easy to get into a momentum where you're like, okay, you just work on a panel here and there, and then you're like, oh man, let me just try to do the next panel, and then you're like, oh, you know what, those two came out good, let's go to the next one. Like, you can easily get into a nice cycle of motivation when you're at this. At least I do. I don't know. I suppose I can't speak for others, of course, but that's how I feel. That's how I've been feeling lately. Mm-hmm. Gotta do all these little ornery pieces of hair. Getting ready for dinner soon. I don't know what we're gonna have. It's gonna be something boring for the most part. We don't have much in the house, so I don't mind though. Like, to me, it's just like I can just make something quick and easy. It doesn't have to be super exciting, you know. But once in a while, you gotta mix it up, and you can't eat the same boring old stuff every day. But we keep it pretty simple here. We try to stick to a vegan diet, especially when we're eating at home. We don't always, but it's just healthier and stuff, so. Alright, just gotta color in this hair and we'll be done. Color in, darken in, blacken in, fill in. Do. So I am going to end it here. Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me if you did. Let me know if you like this live stream stuff. At times, hopefully I'll come with a better topic, but today I didn't know I was going to do this, so I just kind of pressed play and went with it. But I do want to have like a little bit of a topic. But yeah, I did this panel and this guy right there and got some work done. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to find my stuff, Donkey Jaw Projects on Instagram, Donkey Jaw Projects on Facebook, and DonkeyJawProjects.com. You can click and find me everywhere else. And on YouTube, it's Donkey Jaw Project as well. So that's the thing. Thanks for watching. Peace out.